Hey everyone, this is me, Jaxelle B. I wanted to record this moment because I feel like it is an important moment for me. Only 4:56 on April 15, 2026, and it is a Wednesday today. The most important thing why I'm taking this video is look what I got from the mail. OMG. I'm so excited to open it because I think I know what's inside it. Gosh, I love the packaging. Because whenever I open like an envelope from the post, I just like literally wreck everything. Oh my gosh, moment of truth, everyone. Moment of truth. I think this is my ID. You guys see? OMG. Scan the QR code on this paper. And then we shall activate our card. Alright guys, I'm now gonna submit the form. Hopefully it's gonna activate my card. So my card hasn't been activated yet, but it's gonna be activated when the time is right. Okay, so this is the beginning of my journey to becoming a flight attendant. Peace out. Hey guys, good morning. It's currently 9:40. Just got out of the swimming pool facility where I did my water competency assessment, and guess what? I passed, y'all. I passed it. Barely. I passed. Barely, bro. I was barely surviving. Thank goodness I was able to pass it. I was really nervous that I wouldn't be able to pass because I can't really swim that much. I had to be able to swim 50 meters and tread water for 3 minutes. But yeah, I guess I did it anyways because I passed. I'm so proud of myself for passing. Barely. Today is Wednesday, April 22nd, 2026. And it is currently 10:39 or 40. I did my vaccinations today that is required for work. And I also did a blood test. 2 over there for vaccine, and then I got my blood test right here. I got 1 there. It hurts so bad, it stings so bad, but we gotta do what we gotta do. Hey guys, I'm here in my new abode. I'm so scared. Na para bang. Stuff here, guys. Here, there, and then here. It's very messy, you know. But I'm so scared. I feel like I wanna cry. I need to study like right now because I think we're reciting tomorrow everything that they sent us. There's just so much going on. I've been studying the past few weeks, but I'm still not confident that I'm gonna be able to like say everything in front of who. Wish me luck. I'm just really overwhelmed with everything. Still need to study more and familiarize and remember everything that was in that PDF file because they might do a quiz tomorrow. I can't freaking charge, bro. It's not charging freaking hell. Oh no, I'm actually gonna crash out, bro. I'm overwhelmed and I'm going crazy. There's just a lot in my mind, and there's a lot of what ifs, there's a lot of doubts, and I don't know. I'm feeling so stressed out with everything that's happening in my life right now, but I'm actually like still really grateful, but it's just I just can't. Anyway guys, I'll just figure my life out and I'll see you guys later. I'm gonna go at around 6:45 to the train station and wish me luck. Now I'm gonna tell you guys what the hell happened this week, because as you can see, the room has changed. So after I've arrived, the new environment, right, and the new place I was staying at, I didn't have Wi-Fi. And after the first day on Monday at night, I was like so tired, and like I was thinking a lot if that environment would be helpful for me during the training, because first of all, it doesn't have Wi-Fi, and then after the induction they told us that it is more beneficial if you're with family and you're not all alone, you're not all by myself dealing with all like the studies, you know. I thought of that, and then also the environment was like new to me, and then I'm new to the training, so there are a lot of adjustments that I was gonna make, you know. I don't think I can focus in that environment that I was staying at because the walls were pretty like thin. I could hear everything, so I've decided that I wanted to move out pretty much this week, which I already did. So I told my mom about that and what my decision was, and she was very supportive. My parents are very supportive, which I was very thankful. And so after that, I was contemplating what I was gonna say to like the owner, because the owner lives in that house. And so I went out and I mustered up my courage to tell her everything. And so here I am right now. The next day, on Tuesday, we were introduced to our trainers for the next 5 weeks, like safety procedures and emergency procedures that we're gonna do. So there are our trainers for those specific topic, which will take us 5 weeks to complete. After like a little bit of introductions to the trainers and like introducing ourselves to the trainers, we then moved on to doing lessons. We were introduced to aircraft that we're gonna be working at, and then also our role as a cabin crew. We were drawing like the aircraft. It looks like a little cockroach or a beetle, but that is an aircraft, guys. Okay, that is an aircraft. It all has different locations for different aircrafts, so just depending on the aircraft, I need to memorize all of that for an assessment next week. We were told to download and like log in into our portal. Then we had like a little bit of surprise quiz. Thankfully, I memorized everything, and so I answered it. On Wednesday, we did human factors for cabin crew. We had an exam yesterday about human factors, and we also had fatigue lectures yesterday. So we were doing 2 lessons yesterday, human factors and fatigue, and then on Wednesday just human factors for the whole day. On Thursday, we went into the emergency equipment on board, and we need to memorize the pre-flight checks and the precautions, and we also need to know how to operate that type of equipment. And we did a practice in the afternoon. I was doing this on Thursday morning when I arrived. Actually quite a lot to do, actually. You guys don't underestimate the flight attendants on board, because there's just a lot to study, and it's not all about the fancy things of traveling and like just being a waiter on the aircraft. No, it's not. It's more than just a job. Yesterday, we went back to human factors in the morning until like 3 in the afternoon, and then moved on into the fatigue risk management and training. And then after our fatigue lecture, we had our exam, which was I was very scared about. I was really praying for it that I'm gonna pass, because we all need to get 80% of an exam, 80% or higher, otherwise we fail if we don't get 80%, you know. But thankfully the exam that we did yesterday wasn't counted, our lifeline. We kind of have 3 lives for this whole course. If we fail one exam, that means we lose 1 life. If we fail another exam and do a resit and then we pass, but we failed the first attempt, then we lose 1 life. If you lose your 3rd life, then we're not going to continue with the ground school anymore, not going to be able to graduate. And that made me overthink, and so I was praying and hoping that God would be by my side during those times. Even though it wasn't counted as a lifeline, I still need to pass. I still need to get that mark, I did fatigue, and then after getting 80%, I was so thankful. And then after that, I moved on into the next exam, which also has 10 questions, and I need to get 80% as well, about the human factors. So remember, we did human factors on Wednesday, and we did human factors yesterday in the morning until 3 p.m. or something. So it was quite a lot to remember. Thank goodness I studied and I remembered everything that we once I saw the questions, I just know like which one's the answer, and so that was pretty good, and I got 100%, which I am so grateful for. You know what, when I went out, the sky was also pretty. I was like getting teary-eyed, because it's kind of telling me that I did it, like, things are going well, and so I prayed and just thank God that I passed the exam. Hey guys, I just did my famils, and it's currently 4:40. I'm awake from 10 a.m. this morning, or yesterday morning, so I'm still surviving. Fingers crossed I'll get home safe. See you guys later. I'm gonna update you guys like a bit later on the next clip, okay? Hey guys, good morning. I just woke up from a nap. I slept at around 6:30, and now it's 10. So I got about like 3 hours of sleep-ish. We got our uniforms yesterday, and so right now I hit the film button because I just wanted to show you guys my fitting session. Sorry for this lighting. I opened like the blinds and the sun's up already. I've got 2 blazers, 1 overcoat. I've got like a little cardigan, my open gloves, this is my skirt, got a short sleeve polo, a long sleeve blouse. I've got my belt, my shirt dress. I ordered 2 shirt dress, and then a stellar pants. We get our rings once we graduate. If I pass all of these training, hopefully I'll pass it, all in God's glory. I'm gonna go do the pants first. This is perfect for me, look. I think the tops would be perfect on me because I tried it on the uniform fitting and it was like the perfect size for me. It's perfect on me. It's a little bit loose, but it's okay. Perfect. This one's an excess. The skirt is like that loose. I'm gonna go up, put my hands up, but nice. Yeah, this one's perfect too. Perfect size. I already did all of my fittings and stuff, and it was just the skirt and pants that I need to get it altered. Everything else, from what I feel like everything's alright and all fitted except for the skirt and the pants. I'm gonna update you guys what happened for the past 2 days. Monday we had dangerous goods lecture and then an exam later in the afternoon, both theory and practical. So but good news is that was open book and I passed. Thank God. I only got 2 mistakes, so I got like 92% out of 100, and we needed to get 80% to pass, so that was good. All of the things that I've studied over the weekend, which I thought that we're gonna have an exam on Monday, which we didn't, so thank goodness. I was literally hoping that we won't have any exam from what I've studied over the weekend, because I feel like I need to study more. There's just so much stuff to memorize and to learn, so my brain's just confused like which area in the aircraft the equipment saw. So on Monday we're given a policy workbook as well. I do at my own pace, but I have already done like 90% of it, so that's good. And then we were also given like the report assessment report record thing, like where we tick off ourselves if we've already done this type of practical assessment. That's what happened on Monday, and we went home pretty early, like around 4:30 or something. On Tuesday got up at 10, revisions and stuff, did some memorizing. Bought 3 chocolates, guys, for me to stay awake for the whole night. I've still got like 2 bars here. I've got the Cadbury Oreo, like a Kit Kat dark chocolate, and I ate the other one yesterday, but it was just like a small bar of Biscoff chocolate. And I also had this one's pretty good. It didn't taste like coffee-ish, it's more of like caramel. If it did taste like very very coffee, wouldn't be able to drink it all, you know, but there's still some left here. I might put it in the fridge so I can just take it later, you know. I don't like coffee and I just can't drink it. I'm more of a matcha girly and like a tea girl, so yeah, I just couldn't drink coffee. It's not my vibe. And we went to a training center and we kind of did like a review over there of all the equipments, especially the core equipments in the aircraft, and then some miscellaneous ones. We then went to the airport. We just carpooled and then parked on the staff park, and then we took the bus so we can get to the domestic airport itself. So we just like went to the crew room and then did a little tour, and then we went back up to like the main gate for us to like go into the aircraft and study it. We went into the flight deck, which was really fun. We went into the flight deck and like did like the opening windows in case of emergency, and then we also did the jump seat in the flight deck. We like tried to like operate it or something. Did like the brace position and like a normal position if you're in flight, you know. I was a cabin crew, so that was really good. That was really fun. Everything else was just self-guided, so we just needed to like find like all the locations of like the equipments in the aircraft. So we finished a little bit early. We were supposed to finish at 4. We finished at around 3:30-ish. On Thursday we'll have just like a lecture. Probably we'll have a 9 to 5 class tomorrow, and then on Friday we have a freaking exam again. Hopefully I'm gonna pause, please God, let me pause, guide my heart, give me enough knowledge to pass all of my exams and practicals and theories and everything. But yeah, we have an exam on Friday, which the trainers didn't tell us what type of exam we're having or like what topic we're having for the exam. That's basically it, and I'll see you on the next clip.
Already. This lens, when you wear off the brow a little bit.
Yeah. Today is the 7th of June. Today is Sunday, so I just got home from church, just the usual stuff. And OMG, I freaking had a dream that my teeth were falling. Like it was a nightmare. And you know, in Filipino like beliefs, if you dream about losing your teeth, it's supposed to mean that there's someone that's close to you that's gonna die, or like it's a danger. Took a pencil and bit on it. That was the belief that whenever you had losing tooth dream, you're supposed to bite into a wood. The curse would be transferred into the wood. I'm not gonna use that pencil anymore. The pencil, I'm just gonna leave this here, man. When I was at church earlier, there was a lot of ambulance noises like passing through this church, and I was like, oh my gosh. Is that because of my tooth dream? I was literally so scared. I was praying a lot. Anyway, on Friday, I had an exam and I paused. Actually studied. I haven't memorized everything, but I just like kept on repeating like modules that I've been reading and everything, and it actually kind of helps a lot. That lesson that was introduced to us just happened on Thursday. Next day, on Friday, we had an exam first thing in the morning. Like the reviews that we did was the questions in the exam. I paused. The exam was about security, the aviation industry and everything. Got 96.66% in the exam, over 100. Thank the Lord for everything. Parang ako maging germs dito because parang mag 99.99% na ako next time. Oh, rich. After my exam, then got introduced our schedule this week. My schedule for tomorrow will be in the AM group, so I will be taking the exam in the morning, 9 to 1 p.m. From 1:30 to 2:30, I will have the theory exam. So in the morning, I will have the practicals. So I'm kind of stressing out that I wouldn't be able to answer it word perfect. You know, like word per word. Only God's glory, I will pause. I'm just like stressing a lot, you know. And then for Tuesday, it'll be kind of the same because I will have an exam again. Both practical and theory for a different topic, which will be aviation and medicine. Actually, I haven't read through the module and everything because I've been focused on the equipments. I'm planning to just focus on the equipments like this weekend. Tomorrow, I will be studying aviation medicine when I get home. Just hope for the best. I have lecture off on Wednesday and Thursday, that will be 9 to 5. On Friday, I will have another exam. The topic will be the ones that I'm gonna be discussing on Wednesday and Thursday. Amazing, right? Amazing. I'm actually gonna go crazy, but it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Hopefully. Today, I'm gonna study. I just got home from school. Currently 4:46. The day was actually a lot. First thing in the morning, we did practicals. I was one of the crew to do it first. I just wanted to get done and like move on and like study for the theory test. I did my practicals and it was like I was freaking nervous and I just froze. Before I went on, like I was pretty confident that I could actually do it like really quickly and I could say everything. But then when I was on like the actual thing doing it, freaking hell, I forgot what I'm supposed to say and what I'm supposed to do. So I had a little bit of coaching, but thankfully I passed. It's just that there were some bits that I needed coaching on, so that's just marked on my record book. I'm so thankful. I literally prayed right after I got out, and I was just so thankful that I passed because I've been so worried that I won't be able to like do it, you know. I studied for the theory exam, which the things that I've been focusing on, like the miscellaneous stuff, wasn't on the exam. I thought that I would really get like a high score because I was pretty confident with all of my answers, but guess what? I got 82%. But still I'm still so thankful that I passed because that is the only thing that I've been praying for. I don't care how much percentage I get, just as long as I passed, because I need to get 80% and I got 82. That just blows my mind. I think I've been doing like the locations wrong because I'm pretty sure like that's how it is, but then I think I got it wrong. I was a little bit disappointed, but I was relieved. I was more relieved more than disappointment because God guided me through it, and I've been asking to like be given enough knowledge to be able to like do it, but thankfully I passed, and I've been really thankful. After I exited the classroom, I thank God for me like passing through it and getting through it. It is currently 3:23 and today's the 9th of June and it is Tuesday. So today we had admin theory exam in the afternoon. In the morning we had our first aid and CPR training. This morning it was like a group thing, so it was less stressful, it was less pressure. I was less pressured today compared to yesterday, so that was really good that we were able to do it as a group and you're just not alone with the instructor. I got check marks for everything and I passed that one. In the afternoon at 1 p.m. we were doing our reviews. The instructor, our trainer, helped us to like the questions. He asked us questions and then we answered to just revise for the the theory exam. And then after our revision, we then moved on to the actual exam for the aviation medicine exam that we're gonna have. So we did that. We did the exam. It was actually pretty straightforward. There was just some questions that I needed to actually like read through it triple times, because I need to think like which, because like the anaphylaxis and what was it, hypoxia, I always get confused like which one's which, and like the symptoms and everything, and like how you manage like the management for it. So it was a little bit confusing for me, but I got those ones right. And the only thing I got wrong was decompression sickness. I got that wrong because I chose the wrong answer. I was choosing between these two. So it was about like scuba divers descend too quickly on water, or if the scuba divers something water and flying. And I was so confused. So I chose like, I know like the one I chose was the wrong answer, because it was supposed to be like a faster ascent, but the choice was like a faster descent on water, but the one I read was a faster ascent on water. So I know that was wrong, but I still chose it because that was the one that was familiar to me, even though it was wrong, even though I know it was wrong. But the answer was like the one with between flying and water or something like that. It was around those lines. But yeah, that was the answer, and then that was the only thing I got wrong. But yeah, I'm so thankful I passed today, and today was actually easier than yesterday, and it was less stressful than yesterday, less pressure I feel from yesterday. So that was really good. And today I was quickly I finished quickly today, like with the theory exam, and that was really good because I got home pretty early. Yeah, that was really good. And so for the next 2 days we're gonna have just purely lectures, so it's just gonna be like a lot of information that's gonna come in and into our brains, and need to revise and study again for an exam on Friday. So yeah, I'm really grateful I passed today, because I was really worried, because there were a lot of things that I've actually like scanned through last night that I was like dozing off and everything, because there was a lot of medications and everything that I just, and like it's just a lot, to be honest. Basically, kind of story, it's just a lot for me to take in, and like the locations and stuff. Thank goodness the locations that I did for today for like the medications and stuff for our theory exam, I got it all right today, because yesterday I freaking did not do good in the locations for some of them. It was really confusing, but yeah, very grateful that I passed it. Thank you, Lord. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next update. Today is currently 9:41. It is June 17. My class tonight will start at 8 p.m. We're doing famils tonight again. We're gonna go to the airport and do our training there. That'll be from 8 p.m. tonight until 4 a.m. tomorrow morning. I'm so sorry guys, I didn't get to update you on what happened, like, you know, with my life the couple of days. It's because I was so busy and I was so freaking tired of everything that's going on in my life. Like, my brain is too tired to actually like do something. So on the 10th we had a lecture. On the 11th we had a practice callbacks, so that's like doing the PA and everything. We had a lecture. I think we did an exam, but I'm not too sure. So I think we had an exam on the 11th as well. The 10th of June we had a lecture, and on Friday we also had a lecture. But I think we had an exam either on Thursday or Friday. But I'm just not sure like which day we had an exam on. On Friday we also did firefighting lessons lecture. And then on Monday we had a lecture again. We had a lecture on Monday. Really dragging, like the lesson on Monday, like it was too much. Like my brain's like so full, and I was like at the back and I can't focus at the back, guys. On Tuesday we were supposed to have an exam, but then it was moved to Friday. But then we had a lecture, right? We had a survival lecture on Tuesday, but then our teacher said, oh, we're gonna do your practicals today for briefing practicals, which was, it was alright. Like, I paused and everything, but it was just like, whoa, like, we're doing everything today. Like, I wasn't prepared, but I already memorized everything. I just need to like redo it again in my mind before I went into and do it, you know, in front of the trainers. So, and also I passed on the exam last week, so I'm really grateful. I'm so really grateful. Then we got off early again yesterday, like around 4-ish. Yeah, yesterday was really fun, and it was like full of energy yesterday because I was at the front. So I passed all of my practicals, and we also did some like rafts, like portable rafts and the slide rafts, and doing some firefighting. Like, we literally fought fire, guys, yesterday. Yes, get into it. I'm so stressed, guys. And so yeah, so today I'm just gonna study today, get the Beanie tickets. Bro. After I end this video, I'm gonna right into it. Hey guys, good evening. I'm so tired. I'm actually really sleepy. My brain, I'm having a slight headache. We were supposed to start at 8 p.m. but then there was no aircraft available at that time. Now we are meeting at the airport at 9:45. 1:46, June 24th. I had my famils and everything, and that went well as well. I passed all of my practicals during the famils, which is really good. I got home at 3:57 a.m. On Friday, we started in the afternoon and then ended at night. We did have an exam. Friday was in-flight emergencies exam. So actually I didn't get to like study, but yeah, it was alright. Passed and everything. I think this was the one that I got 100% on Monday. So on Sunday night, I actually like stayed up pretty late because I had to study, because I didn't get to study over the weekend except for the Sunday night. I had an exam on Monday, and which I was actually a bit worried because I didn't get to study enough and I didn't get to tackle everything, but thankfully I passed as well, and I pretty much got like a higher score than I expected. So yeah, and then we're just, thank you Lord, thank you. Yesterday we had our famils. We started at 7:30. We met at the training center, and then we did kind of like practice of our door opening and then doing our commands as well, like evacuate and everything like that. We started our practicals right on when we get on, and I was the first one who went on. So we had a practice one, and then we had our practical assessment right after the practice. The emergency cabin preparation drills, so we had land and ditch drills practicals, and which was really fun. I was the cabin manager, and I also volunteered to do the CC for the other group because they only had 3 and we need to have 4 for each door exit. Then we ended our lesson, our practicals, at 3 a.m. We did a run through with the SOPs as well. So we ended our practicals at 3 a.m. Today we're doing the door opening with the commands prepared and unprepared ditch and the land evacuation. Today I'm doing practice and practicals, and I'm doing practicals for the overwing exit door, like removing it. Hopefully I'm gonna pass everything. I'm just really nervous though for tomorrow, because tomorrow we're having a theory exam for the A320, which is, it'll tackle everything from week 1 until literally today. Like, hopefully I'm gonna pass everything through God's grace. Hey guys, today is Friday. Today was our last lecture for the whole course, and then next week we're just doing all exams, both practical and theory. Hey everyone, today is Saturday the 4th of July. Yes, it is now July. I went to school on Monday. Sunday was just a normal day for me. It was like just church and just like revision, because I have like, I think I had an exam on Monday, and then what? Or nor. Anyway, yeah, and then after that, what you want? So Monday was my practical exams, all practicals, and Tuesday as well, all practicals exam with evacuate, unfasten seatbelts, high heels off, and like some other practicals that needed to get done and needed to get ticked off. And on Wednesday, I have my final A321 aircraft theory assessment. I was actually a bit nervous about that because I didn't get to study a lot. I only focused more on the locations, because the locations was the one from that I didn't get to like get all my correct marks on the A320 aircraft, so I needed to focus on the locations on the A321. Because to my surprise, guys, there was actually like a lot of location questions, which I'm so thankful for that I'm focused on that the night before, you know. Then I paused that one. It was actually kind of easy. There was just like 1 or 2 questions that was a bit confusing to me. I only got 1 question wrong on that examination. I was deciding between 2 answers. I already picked an answer, but then when I was revising all of my answers, I changed it. But then in the end, the first answer was the right answer. After our examinations, we had bonding time with the crew and our trainers, because that will be my last day. That will be our last day with the trainers for the EP, so emergency procedures. We went back into the classroom. We kind of had like a little ceremony for us. The trainers gave our name badge. We had our GTPs. The GTPs is like our record for the whole duration of the ground school, which I also got everything marked as competent. For Thursday and Friday, it's all in the early morning, so we started like 8:30, so I had to wake up a little bit earlier, but on Thursday, but then on Friday I just woke up on my usual time, which is 5 a.m. So for Thursday, Friday, and then the next 2 days that we have, so Monday and Tuesday, we'll have customer service training. And then on Thursday, we wore our Jetstar uniform, which is the first day that we wore it for the entire ground school. I did some homeworks today as well, specifically for our work day and everything, and we had to like pass all our passport, which I already did on July 1st and everything. Yeah, hopefully I can take a video of my graduation, like the final day of my ground school, for me to end this vlog finally. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next clip. So many we darling, could you hear me? SOS.